I'm fast approaching the launch of my online course. I'm just putting on some makeup for the day. I also see a counseling client today. So I'm excited to do a training about, mental health licensed professional counselors who want to go into coaching because there is some like legal and ethical things to that. But overall, I'm really excited. I've been just trying to kind of navigate it myself thus far. I'm mixing together this tinted sunscreen with my foundation just to see how that goes because I'll probably be outside later. My daughter keeps stealing my mirror. I gotta go find that. I'm just gonna use a palette mirror for now. Yeah, so I have almost all of my course recorded and I'm gonna record maybe the rest of it today before my client, and then I'll be outside walking after that. And then I'll be inside chilling on the couch. Life is going really good, and it struck me the other day that like I need to spend some time in gratitude for the things that are going well. I just took my kids to the beach one day this week, and it was their first time. Went to the beach in Chicago, and I haven't been there in at least 20 years. And I used to love going there as a kid, so it was like just a really special experience. Like, obviously, they loved it. Well, my daughter loved it anyway. My son got a little overwhelmed, but like that was my number one goal for the summer, and I actually did it. You know what I mean? Like, I've been meaning to take them. They've been young, so they're finally at the age where like they could really enjoy it, and hats off to people who travel with their babies and toddlers. Like, I think that's amazing that you don't let anything hold you back. But for me, like, I get overwhelmed. I could not travel with my kid. Like, I didn't even take my kids to the grocery store when they were babies. Like, I just, they like to be at home. So I just leaned into that, I guess. I'm excited about the course. Yeah, I've been making some big changes to my counseling business to prepare for the fall, for hopefully things getting busier. And I always read marketing advice to like niche down and really understand like who is your dream client to work with. And at first I was like, I can work with everyone. I was like a true generalist, but after working with everyone for a long time, I understand like who I work with best. And that is women. And specifically like divorced single moms, women who have gone through basically the wounded healer blueprint, which is born into a dysfunctional family and then you experience dysfunctional relationships, friendships or romantically, and that's to learn what you need to learn, which is usually like boundaries and healthy self-interest. And after going through that, you usually enter a cocoon of healing where you're very isolated. I'm gonna do my brows with this powder. And then you come out the other side with a big mission and a big impact in the world. I've found a lot of help and healing with Margot Miller. She's a business coach and life coach, and um, she really opened my eyes to the idea of impact and visibility. So if you have a big mission, basically, if you've had this crazy life, all these crazy things have happened to you, um, you tend to want to hide because you feel like there's something wrong with you. And David Bayer talks about this too. I watch him as well. Um, But yeah, I really feel myself moving away from mental health counseling and towards coaching. And so it's focused on results. I was thinking, like, what results have I generated? I mean, obviously, in my own life is the first level of results. Like, I feel like I'm proof that you can create a life for yourself outside of the system, the matrix, you know, being trapped in an office with no windows all summer. We're just not meant to live like that. And we're given the message that it's kind of normal to sacrifice our health and happiness for money when it just doesn't have to be that way. And even, yeah, sorry, kind of trailed off there. Anyway, so, just having my own business for the past 4 years and staying alive, staying afloat, um, is a big result for me. Like, I'm much happier in my day to day. But that's the weird thing about it's like you don't notice your happiness. You don't notice that you're happier. You just keep barreling towards the next goal. So that's what I want to spend a minute. Like when I look back to my director job, I've been a counselor for almost 15 years now, and I'm at the level where I was the director of an agency. Going for a coral lip today. And then this beautiful hourglass palette, whatever this coral shade is, number 5, Strobe Blush Vibrant Flush. It's so nice. I want to make sure to use this while it's summer. And I even like mix it with the highlighting powder that's above it. It's not highlighting, sorry, powder. It's a finishing powder. Yeah, I really see like what that did for my skin was kind of dewy and it kind of set it down matte. But it's also going to give a really nice glow. And I can like overdose on this blush. Like I used it the other day. I stepped away from the mirror. I was like, oh, I used way too much. But it still looks great. It's truly magical. And like they come out with these limited edition palettes every holiday. And it's like you only need one. Like it'll last a lifetime. It's so much product and really like I would call it like a hero makeup product. Like some makeup products are just like so good. Like they're worth all the hype that they get. And you could see that they stay around for a long time. Like this has been around for such a long time and it deserves to be. Feeling grateful for good products. And I'm almost done with my makeup, dude. I better hurry up and finish what I'm talking about. So I will link my Instagram for Thriving Solo. That's the name of my personal brand slash coaching content creation company. It's just me, so project. I don't know. It's going well and I'm finding it really purposeful and enjoying it. I don't think I'm going to do anything on the eyes. Maybe just like a matte color. Let me look. I did dip my toe back into dating a little bit, but I'm kind of like ready to like dip my toe back out of it. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like soulmate or bust at this point. Like I'm not looking to date just to like pass the time, like it's hard to imagine a situation where giving up my independence would be desirable. Not that I need to give up my independence, but like the idea of staying independent versus combining lives with someone again and what other people want and what I want. And it's kind of hard to even have those conversations. Like, what are you looking for? Well, it depends on the person, really. You know, what I could have with. I'm just rambling. I'm going to put on some mascara. This one is from Essence. My health is okay. I need to get back into the doctor and get some blood work done. Oh my God. Kids are doing great, getting ready for back to school time. Yeah, I'm really enjoying photography, meditation, walking a ton, out in nature, dancing a little bit. I just started to feel lonely, you know? Um, my daughter's starting soccer, so maybe I'll meet some mom friends through that, and I think I would be good with that, you know? Just someone to text with and talk to sometimes. But I also know how it was when I was married. You kind of have to put the time into your marriage and whatnot. I feel like I talk about the same stuff all the time on here. Life's kind of the same. I've been vegan for about a month now, or vegetarian, you know, at baseline. Like it's very easy to sustain that. I just kind of lost the desire to eat meat or animal products, except for cheese. And I know I've heard people say this, like cheese is the hardest thing, but even at Aldi, they have vegan cheese. So I got some vegan mozzarella and cheddar. And I've been making these little pizzas. The crusts I have are non-bread, so Naan. So the crust is not vegan, it has milk and eggs in it. But if I, you know, just finding those little substitutions. So when I find a crust that doesn't have that in it, you know, I'll be all set. I can make that several times a week. Been making different kinds of pasta, ramen, spaghetti, um, sweet potato or a baked potato with some beans and salad on top. That's really good. So I feel healthier. I feel lighter. I haven't changed too much on the scale, but I'm not too worried about that. Obviously, I would like to, but you know, I can tell a difference in how I feel, not just like in my body, but also emotionally. I feel like my life is now aligned with compassion, and that's important to me. Like obviously, like I'm a therapist. I feel compassion for my clients all day. I raise my children with compassion. I try to have it for myself. And now I'm having it for animals by not contributing to the demand for them to be holocausted, you know, like their life is suffering from the moment they're born to the moment they die. And like, I get that that's just what the like industrial complex has done, but yeah, especially since I'm not even wanting to eat it, it's been pretty easy to move away from. So subscribe if you like my random rambling content, and I'll see you next time.